work in the morning and it's light out when we get here, I get very confused.
Do you?
I think I'm late. Yeah,
I think it's great. I love the light this morning.
I know, but it gets to me, I'm like, oh my God, is the clock screwed up? Am I actually late? It needs to be pitch black outside for me to feel like I'm on time.
No, it just means it's summer. It can be pitch black in the winter. You're in the dead of night in the cold and you're miserable.
I get thrown off.
It's a little bit more uplifting in the summer.
You're not any less exhausted with daylight savings time, losing the hour, gaining the hour. You're just
People act like they're
tired.
jet lagged from daylight savings. I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's an hour. You don't notice the difference. You're just like
nobody's exhausted.
complaining.
We're fine.
All right, a 30-second rant on something that Michelle has been talking about.
Oh, here we go.
She's getting cinnamon rolls after the show.
Cinnamon roll day.
She quotes, it's from a secret place. There's no such thing as a secret place in New York City. Stop saying
Yes, there
hole
is.
in the wall. Stop saying off the beaten path. Everyone knows about it. There's no such thing as a secret place in the most famous city in the United States.
He happens to be onto something because
No,
in
he's
a
not.
break, Nuno said, "Oh, are you going to so and so?" And you're like, "Yeah, that's the secret
It's
place."
not secret if
It's
Nuno
obviously
knows
not
about
a
it.
secret.
You would
Carlin's
walk
been there.
right
He's
by
done a
it
segment there.
and not even know it was
Hidden and
the
secret are two
cinnamon
thi-
roll spot.
Wait a
the
minute.
segment made you lose your whimsy. It really did.
When you're vacationing in your RV, there are some things you can always count on. Taking the kayaks out on the lake, hot dogs on the grill, and your sister's boyfriend pulling out his acoustic guitar.
Everyone quiet! Harrison's playing. Wow, you're so good, Harrison.
With Progressive, your RV is protected 24/7, so you're prepared for whatever you don't see coming. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in D.C.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin is offering real pricing, real payments, no games, no inflated list prices, no pressure tactics, just smart solutions for your home. 0% financing options available. Some restrictions may apply. See local showroom for details. Offer ends July 31st, 2026.
Andy Ortiz, when I lost my mom, she was only 46. And I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Drip Drop is doctor-developed, proven fast hydration that helps your body and mind work better. Trusted by firefighters, medical professionals, and over 90% of top college and pro sports teams. Drip Drop is engineered to hydrate faster and more effectively than water alone, with 3 times the electrolytes of leading sports drinks. Stock up now at dripdrop.com and use promo code RADIO20 for 20% off your first order. That's dripdrop.com, promo code RADIO20.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
When your team needs custom gear, don't wing it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and More is your local partner for high-quality apparel with hands-on design help and services that actually feel, well, helpful. For your business, teams, or events, Big Frog makes it easy. Visit bigfrog.com/Mequon today.
With 18 unforgettable holes on 250 acres of natural private land, The Bog provides the ultimate golf experience. After your round, stop in the clubhouse for food and drinks. Call 262-284-7075 or visit golfthebog.com.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamara. Here's Jen Latta.
Happy Friday, everybody. Giannis Antetokounmpo confirming what we already knew.
He's going?
Well, yeah.
He's gone?
And he wants a title. He's chasing a championship. Said as much yesterday in his introductory press conference with the Miami Heat. It's a goal. I don't know if that makes Bucks fans feel better or worse that he has said it, and he said it multiple times, I feel like, that he wants to win another title. That lengthy conversation he had with Jim Paschke a week or so ago, whenever it was filmed versus when it was released. He wants to win another title, so he's going to try to do it with Miami. But he did talk about Milwaukee yesterday when he was introduced to the Miami faithful. Talked about why he changed his number from 34 to 7. I didn't know that detail, BT Dubs, about the 3 and the 4 of mom and dad's birth years. I didn't know that. I guess I never knew what the origin was of the 34. Did you, Chew?
No, but I have a question. Is Bobby Portis press conference worthy?
Well, he was part of the press conference. Came in with Giannis. He's Giannis's guy.
All right. Because I wasn't.
If you got traded with Brett Favre, would you have not been insulted that you didn't even get an acknowledgement?
No, I'm not. Let me tell you a little story. I signed my extension, one of my last one, on a Friday, and they wanted me to come back over at like 3:00, and I was like, I don't think I'm worthy to do that. But I remember plain as day because I had switched cars with Hasselbeck. Okay. And Hasselbeck had the Beetle like you had, Jen.
Yeah.
Wait, you were driving around in a Beetle?
Yeah, you talk about weird. So I went there with Ron.
You jammed yourself into
went
a
there
Beetle?
with Ron. And there were like 3 people in there, and I'm like, this is embarrassing.
Was Jason one of them?
I don't remember. I got to ask him, but I was like, I just had that gut instinct. I'm like, I don't think. And it turned out I was right. That's why you should always trust your instincts. That's why when I saw Bobby Portis, I'm like, I don't think.
Well, but he was a part of.
Sure.
Like, if they would have traded just for Bobby,
yeah,
maybe they do one. But it was, you got Bobby and Giannis, so they introduced.
Was he the opening act?
Hold on, clarification. You, Gabe Neitzel,
yes,
should trust your instincts. You, Mark Chamara, should seek counsel.
That's fair.
Buddy.
What?
Keep trusting your instinct. As long as you are on this show, keep trusting your instincts.
All right.
Fine, from 7 to 9, trust your instincts.
Well, no, do it all.
Outside of these walls.
It produces so much content.
Trying to protect him from himself.
No, it's too late for that. Too late for that.
I'm trying to do here.
So you're saying go opposite? Like Seinfeld?
Yeah,
do
opposite
Costanza?
George? Oh, yeah.
Good for the tune.
So Giannis yesterday, we have Giannis, right? Joshy, can we hear from Giannis yesterday at his introductory press conference? I'm sure the folks would love to hear from Giannis.
Obviously, you're known as number 34, but you're changing number 7.
Yeah.
Why and what does that number change represent to you?
Okay, I wore 34 because my mom was born in 1963, my dad was born in 1964, so I took the 3 and the 4. And if you add 3 and 4 equals 7. And my mom was born April 7th. That's why the reason I changed my number. But I think the reason that I really changed my number is because I feel like, 34 holds so much weight and has so much history. And out of the, respect to, the organization that drafted me and I played for 13 years, I decided to leave that number there and try to start a new chapter. Hopefully I can leave my mark here in Miami and make number 7 as legendary as number 34. But it's almost like kind of having a closure for me, mentally and emotionally, just to have a closure from that number because it meant a lot to me. And number 7 looks good. It's fresh. It's clean. I saw some kids wearing it in the street, so I'm excited to create more moments with that number.
Kids wearing it in the street was a little like, I don't know about that. But I also think that it should have been mentioned that 34 for the Heat has been retired, right? Isn't it retired for Shaquille O'Neal?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, I thought for sure that it had been retired.
Because Shaq wore 32.
Oh, yeah, that's
for
right.
the Heat.
Oh.
Because Ray Allen wore 34 for the Heat post-Shaq.
I didn't remember that. I just assumed that the number had been retired. All right, correction.
Yeah, no, it was available to him because the Heat had actually printed out 34 jerseys. When this thing became official at the beginning of the month, their official shop had Giannis Antetokounmpo 34 jerseys available in their shop, but Giannis had decided to pull the plug on that, and he wanted to switch.
When I watched that this morning, I don't think there's regret, but there's definite sadness.
Wait,
Did you
for
feel the
you
sadness?
or for him?
For Giannis.
You think Giannis is sad?
Yes.
I
I wouldn't say regret, but I think I don't know. I just thought he was kind of sad.
He did talk about how it hadn't really hit him until he had landed and started going through it and saw his jersey in the locker, and I think it's just change. It's change.
I think that's fair.
Yes. And it's different, and he's processing it. And anytime you go through change, whether it's big or little, there's a little bit of processing that has to happen. I think it's fun. Yeah. The change was finally hitting him yesterday.
So I think that, yes, it's less about I wish I was still in Milwaukee, and more about this is going to be different. This is going to be new. It's a new chapter, et cetera, because he initiated it, right? He initiated the move. Mm-hmm. He initiated the trade. He initiated all of it. If he wanted to stay in Milwaukee, and again, I don't know at which point on the timeline you could have reversed course. I don't know, because again, we've all read the Jim Owczarski blow-by-blow, play-by-play that, went on with the organization. But I still believe at the heart of it all, Giannis articulated to the Bucks organization that he wanted to move on. And that is why we are where we are today. 800-990-3776. Yesterday's Giannis Antetokounmpo introductory press conference in Miami. Did it have Miami? Welcome to Miami. Anyway.
Canis Mastro say bonito. Something like that.
Or something
like
that.
He should trust his instincts, Chad.
Yes.
Always trust his instincts.
Mm-hmm.
It's trying to muzzle my guy over here.
Is it Bienvenido a Miami that you were working through there, or
something? Yes,
he was close enough.
I'll
round
say,
up for you.
How big were the grins on Pat Riley's face and Eric Spoelstra's face though yesterday? Eric Spoelstra to me is the guy who's hey, how do you do this? What is this? Where you're rubbing your hands together eagerly, cannot wait to get this guy on the court, cannot wait to build an offense around him, cannot wait to see what he can do.
Well, Pat Riley's been big game hunting since LeBron left.
Yeah.
And they went to a finals with Jimmy Butler, and this is not a knock on Jimmy. Jimmy's a really good player. I don't know if Jimmy's a Hall of Famer. Giannis is a top 25 player of all time. So Pat Riley has always been that big game hunter, especially since he's gotten into the front office role in Miami.
Yeah.
And this is the first one he's landed in over a decade. A fish of this size. He finally got someone like that to come to Miami. And Pat knows he's not going to be doing this for much longer. This is his last opportunity. So that's why he was in.
But how many championships do they have to win in order for this to be a successful trade for them?
Oh, just one.
Just one?
Yeah. Just one.
Okay.
And it sounds like Pat Riley is trying to get LeBron James as well. We landed the plane. Now there's another one we have to land.
Ooh, that would be.
What, lush?
Can they do it?
Yeah, LeBron's only going to play for the minimum if he has to.
Oh. Wow, would that make him the front runner?
I don't think it puts them ahead of the Knicks. I think they need a little bit more depth.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because they still need more depth on that roster.
Okay.
Some more shooters.
800-990-3776 if it made you feel a certain way seeing Giannis introduced by the Heat. I did see a reaction on social media. I saw fans. I actually saw some people were saying what you said, Chu, which was Giannis is clearly sad about this. You can see the emotion. You can see. And I was like, I feel like you're projecting a smidge.
I think he's processing. You know, like, I think he was careful through the press conference. Like, he didn't want to say anything too inflammatory. It was a pretty boring press conference, so I think that was by design for Giannis because, especially by Giannis standards, this whole thing for the last year has been a circus.
Yeah.
It's been a circus. And I think he wanted to kind of tamp down everything and
kind of been a
try to
bleep
start.
show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Without a doubt. So making this boring is, I think, a nice step for him.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it yesterday. Hey, I think I'm in a good spot. I think they're in a pretty good spot. I don't know if the Bucks are actually in a good spot, but with what they got in return, yeah, I'm pretty happy with what the Bucks got, given all the other options that were out there.
So I just want to be clear. Shaquille O'Neal's number is retired with the Miami Heat. But, to your point, they retired 32, not 34. So,
Correct.
Again, me picturing Shaquille O'Neal in all his glory for all of those years, seeing him in a 34, I thought that they retired 34. That's where the error
he was
that.
34
was
with
like,
the
how
Lakers.
Could I have been so far off? But again, they have retired Shaq's number,
Yeah.
but it was the 32, not the 34
Yeah.
that he wore for all those others.
Shaq was 32 with the Magic, 34 with the Lakers, 32 with the Heat. I think he wore 38 with the Celtics. That was weird. I think he wore 32 with the
I forgot
Suns.
he was with the Celtics.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, he was bouncing around at the end.
Yeah. Huh.
Played for the Cavs for a minute. That was
Yeah.
wild.
Giannis will be back, though.
My gut instinct was, oh, well, it's to sell more jerseys. But then I was like, well, it would have sold either way, right? Like, they would have bought the 34 or they would have bought the 7. This wasn't about, like, hey, how can we make more money in jersey sales? Like, either way, Heat fans are buying. You think Bucks fans are buying a Giannis? I do. I think there are Bucks fans.
Some will.
Who will buy.
Yeah, they bought Favre jerseys. Right?
I mean, those
they Jets. I don't know how many.
I mean,
Vikings.
There are, unfortunate for me to say this out loud, but there are more than a fair share of Packers fans who bought Brett Favre 4 Vikings jerseys.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Disgusting.
I don't know if we'll be able to isolate. You know, sometimes those like infographs come out after the fact. I don't know if they'll be able to isolate like where the Giannis Miami Heat 7 jerseys are being bought. But I would guess there'll be at least a little blip, at least a little dot right here next to Lake Michigan of people who are Giannis fans and want to have the new Giannis jersey.
I would be shocked, Chu, when you're walking around at State Fair.
Yeah.
You're going to see some
Giannis 7s.
Giannis 7s.
You know what you don't see are Rodgers Pittsburgh jerseys.
Well,
Have you ever?
Yet. Well,
yeah, this is his second year there. Yeah.
You don't, though.
No.
Did you see Rodgers Jets jerseys, except for that one very famous one that we don't talk about anymore? But did we see Rodgers Jets jerseys, though? I don't know that we did.
I
feel like we did.
A couple.
Yeah.
I saw a couple.
Yeah.
It wasn't as prominent as the Brett ones.
No.
But I saw some Jets 8 jerseys.
So there we go. So again, I don't think it's that far-fetched to assume that around Wisconsin, around these parts, we're going to see Giannis Antetokounmpo, Miami Heat. And I just saw Joshy behind the glass cringe. I just saw your face. You cringed.
That was actually a yawn.
So, but would it make you feel a certain way if you saw one, or would you understand?
I think they're dork.
So yes, it would make you feel.
I bought a Giannis.
I mean, there's a lot of dorks out there.
Greek jersey.
Did you?
Thing was expensive. Jeez, I'm crow.
Wait, this is breaking news.
You didn't know that?
Did you?
I think
know
we
that?
discussed this.
Yeah.
Why? Wait, when and why?
2 years ago, we were in Greece, and my one son Dyson just loves wearing goofy jerseys, and it was a cool.
Yeah, the Greek
national.
The Greek
team.
national team jerseys are pretty sweet.
But it was like $250, and I'm like,
don't you guys remember Chewy came back stunned with how famous Giannis and his family was in Greece.
Yeah.
I remember
he,
that
couldn't believe
conversation.
it.
Yeah, I remember that conversation.
Yeah. They're
I don't
really
remember
popular
Pulling
there.
the trigger on the.
The $250. I feel like I would remember Chewy telling the story of spending $250 on a jersey.
How in the world did your wife allow that?
Well, was it listed in the Greek price and you guys didn't quite do the conversion and then you realized after the fact?
Yeah,
Well, it'd just
probably.
be euros.
Yeah. You know why? Because my wife, and we're going on vacation with Mrs. Angry. They don't shop.
Mrs. Angry.
They don't shop. They touch. They just touch.
Oh, they look at something and they just kind of grab
and they
it
just
and go,
like touch.
"Oh,
You
look
buy
at this."
anything? No, because they're cheap. You know? I'm like, so me and Angry just like little puppy dogs follow them from store to store, and we're like, well, at least buy something. So I think I bought it for spite. Just to show them that, credit cards do work in Athens.
This is a bananas conversation we are having right now because most husbands would love for their wives not to spend money.
Yeah, they don't. But they hit every single store, and they'll spend 20 minutes in a store and just touch things.
I do love that his observation is the touching.
Yeah.
That is so true about women, by the way.
It is.
So true. We walk into a store and it's like, ooh, that's nice. I don't want it, but I'll just
Yeah.
And you kind
I
of
wanna see how it's soft it
meander
is.
through the aisles and run your fingers over the
They don't shop,
material
they
and,
touch.
and look at the price tag.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah. So I think I did it for spite.
Can we quickly address, before we move on from the Giannis and Bobby press conference, how Miami Heat fans couldn't even do the Bobby chant right? That made me sad.
What do you mean couldn't do the Bobby chant right?
Well, so how do you chant for Bobby Portis?
Bobby. Bobby. Oh, no. Oh, no. No.
It's pretty simple. Pretty easy.
I kind of like it better, though. I'm not going to lie.
No,
What?
Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby Portis? Bobby Portis? What?
I don't know. I like the clapping. The clapping adds a little bit to it.
So then you're telling me then Bobby corrected them?
Yeah. Had to make sure that he was, hey, that's not how we do it, folks.
What did he say? Tell me the delicate manner in which you correct the fans.
Do we have that audio, Josh?
I don't. He just says, we do Bobby.
Yeah, that's boring, though. That's terrible. The other one's better.
You know, it's funny. It does mean
It wasn't super tactful, if I'm going to be
No.
honest.
Yeah.
Well, if we're being honest, Bobby's never been a super tactful kind of guy.
pretty straightforward. Nails it on the head. I do love that means that Bucks culture has now infiltrated
Heat culture.
Heat culture. Okay, that's what's happened there. It's Bobby. That's embarrassing. I have Mr. Fantasy weighing in on the YouTube stream. He said, did he just call his wife angry? Was that a Freudian slip? Chew, you care to explain?
No, there's our good friends down there.
Down in Florida.
The husband's always angry, so I nicknamed him Angry.
So
And
therefore, the wife
Angry
is
and Mrs. Angry. Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Angry.
These are the characters of the show, Mr. Fantasy.
Yeah.
But happy to give you a key if you need it. 800-990-3776. Did seeing Giannis Antetokounmpo introduced with the Miami Heat yesterday make you feel any sort of way? And Chewy was sort of watching Giannis and saying he looked a little sad. I don't know. Again, I sort of agree with Gabe. More of he's going through it. Like he's realizing all of the things that change. We've talked about this before, right? It's like not just you move.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's where's your grocery store? And this is something that the wives obviously deal with maybe more than the players who are kind of in it. But like, where's your dry cleaner? Where's the preschool?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the this? Where's the that? That's a lot of transition.
Well, and Giannis even said that yesterday. Where's the locker room? How do I get access to the court? Where do I go for treatment? Like refiguring, and you figure that out pretty quick. But oh yeah, this is way different than what it was up in Milwaukee. And that difference it takes a little bit of time to adjust to it.
Take a break here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. A lot of stuff to get to this morning. No Jason today as he continues to have some time off, but we will have Craig Karmazin in the second hour. We'll get to reach you, and we'll talk about the Bucks who are under investigation over Gary Trent Jr. Yeah, we'll explain.
I wanted to introduce everybody to Jens Family Chiropractic. I've been going now for over a month. Go every single Wednesday. I'm up there getting my treatment in. I was dealing with a little bit of lower back pain, and I had never stepped foot in a chiropractor's office. Okay, I'll just ignore it. Yeah, it's a little stiff in the morning, but it loosens up. It's fine. But what I love about Jens is they come up with solutions that aren't just going to treat symptoms. They want to focus on what's causing the issue. So maybe you've been living with some lower back pain or shooting pain that runs down your leg. You know how frustrating that can be. Maybe sitting through your kid's game hurts. Getting in and out of the car is miserable. Maybe you're told you've had a bulging or herniated disc. Before you assume surgery is your only option, talk with the team at Jens Family Chiropractic. They offer non-surgical spinal decompression therapy that's designed to relieve pressure on the discs and nerves causing the pain. The goal is simple: help you get back to living your life without surgery whenever possible. I go through spinal decompression therapy every Wednesday when I'm up there. Lay down on a table. It doesn't take that long, 10, 15 minutes on the table. You just keep going through that process till you start feeling that relief. Learn more. Check out new patient specials at JensFamilyChiropractic.com. That's JensFamilyChiropractic.com.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
I-21 northbound, you're tapping on the brakes a few times between North Avenue, a little bit past Capitol. Otherwise, looking pretty clear and smooth on your morning commute. Traffic is brought to you by Sewer Ninjas. Just like we help you avoid traffic backups, Sewer Ninjas helps homeowners avoid sewer backups with camera inspections, drain cleaning, and trenchless repairs. Learn more at sewerninjas.com. Today, smoky, hot, and humid. Smoke disperses in the afternoon. Chances of afternoon pop-up storms. High of 91. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low of 75 degrees. Weather is brought to you by Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more. For custom apparel that helps your team, business, or event stand out, choose Big Frog. Visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Nazir Spencer on 94.5 ESPN.
Join ESPN Milwaukee and Yingling this Saturday starting at 2 p.m. at J&B's Blue Ribbon Bar and Grill in Blue Mound for the ultimate Yingling watch party. Fuel up before the game with the ESPN Milwaukee Street Team. Win awesome Yingling prizes and stick around as the first place crew battle Miami. Ice-cold Yingling, great food, baseball, summer done right. Yingling, bringing friends together since 1829. Crack open a lager and raise a toast to American tradition. See you Saturday starting at 2 p.m. at J&B's in Blue Mound. DG Yingling in Sun Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
From large manufacturer to local pizza shop and every business in between, Summit Credit Union helps your vision take shape with loan programs, great rates, and strategic solutions. Whatever you're building, you've got this, and Summit Credit Union's got you.
Hey, Tom, I just really can't get my kids off their phones lately. What's your secret, man?
I told you last time, go to PrecisionSportsOnline.com and buy a hoop. And while you're there, include their court line painting. You'll thank me later. PrecisionSportsOnline.com. That's PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
Don't think twice. Call Geis. Don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geis today. For 70 years, Geis has been the trusted garage door authority in Wisconsin. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to get your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to GeisDoors.com. That's GEIS doors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield, featuring hundreds of doors and openers and their custom design room.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
This summer, escape to Lake Lawn Resort, where lake life meets resort luxury. Nestled along the shores of beautiful Delavan Lake, Lake Lawn is the perfect destination for a weekend getaway, family vacation, or even a few days to simply unplug and recharge. Enjoy boating and water sports, lakeside golf at Majestic Oaks, relaxing spa treatments, exceptional dining, and breathtaking sunsets along 2 miles of shoreline. Whether you're looking for adventure on the water or a quiet lakeside retreat, the perfect Wisconsin summer is waiting at Lake Lawn Resort. Visit LakeLawnResort.com to book your stay today.
It's time now for the Sewer Ninjas Minute of the Day, featuring helpful tips to protect your home and prevent costly repairs by staying one step ahead of sewer problems. From your local experts at Sewer Ninjas.
One of the most common questions we get is, can I pour drain cleaner down my drain? And the honest answer is that no, you shouldn't pour anything down your drain. Chemical drain cleaners can damage older pipes, create safety hazards, and often only provide a temporary fix. If you're experiencing slow drains, recurring backups, or gurgling noises, it's a good idea to have the line professionally inspected. I'm Jordan with Sewer Ninjas, locally owned, Wisconsin proud, and here to help you protect your home.
This has been the Sewer Ninjas Minute of the Day, helping Wisconsin homeowners stay ahead of costly sewer problems, 1 minute at a time. Learn more today at sewerninjas.com.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
The other side of the world, and I'll let you know if I want to come back and coach your little game.
He's Jay Peterman.
Ian Rappaport tweeting yesterday, and I thought this was interesting.
Oh, lady.
The Broncos the
That was
last 2 weeks. You guys done?
I got more.
On 94.5 ESPN.
In healthcare, change is constant. At Fifth Third Bank, we help your organization thrive with local expertise and comprehensive financial solutions. Great team here in Milwaukee at Fifth Third Bank that's always going to be able to help you. From optimizing capital structure to revenue, cycle management, and commercial payment tools, we're here to empower your growth. For nearly 20 years, their dedicated Milwaukee team has partnered with healthcare and not-for-profit organizations, building trust-based relationships that last. Got to see all the crew from Fifth Third out at the ESPN Milwaukee Open earlier this week. Always great to catch up with them. But you can experience the difference that only Fifth Third can provide to help your organization thrive. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Shams Charania is reporting that the Milwaukee Bucks are being investigated by the league. Probing, I believe, is the word that was used. Probing. The NBA is probing the Bucks signing of Gary Trent Jr. So let's get you caught up on this, okay? Gary Trent Jr., from what I can tell, was making $2.6 million, which is the league minimum. That was in, 2024, Gabe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
I guess he was coming off a pretty sizable contract with the Raptors headed into that transaction. But now, within the last week or so, Gary Trent Jr. has signed a pretty sizable deal with the Milwaukee Bucks. I think the number was a $64 million deal over 4 years. So quite a change, right? Goes from making $2.6 million a year to 4-year, $64 million deal. So apparently the league is saying something's fishy here, and they are investigating. Gabe, why is the league investigating the Milwaukee Bucks as it pertains to these numbers and these contracts?
Circumventing the salary cap is what the league is concerned with, where you convince someone to take a less than what the market would bear for that person and say, hey, we'll take care of you on the back end. Once we get your bird rights, which in the NBA, and it gets complicated with the salary cap, but bird rights basically establish you as a player that you can go over the salary cap and pay for. So it's why the Bucks could go over the salary cap when they paid Giannis, when they played Chris Middleton, guys of that. So because he was here for 2 years, they got his bird rights, and then they were able to sign him to a 4-year, $64 million deal, despite, benching him last year when he was on a minimum contract.
Are you saying bird or birth?
Bird. After Larry, the rule's named after Larry Bird.
Okay.
Birthright?
Well,
they got his birthright.
Yeah, they got his birthright. Yeah. Now he's a citizen of the
Makes
Milwaukee
sense
Bucks.
now. But I had no idea Larry Bird was a part of this.
Yeah, that's what they named the rule
Larry
after.
Bird is barely a part of this, just for what it's worth.
Just named him after that. And this is pretty serious. This can carry heavy consequences. The only team I am aware of that's been dinged for this was the Minnesota Timberwolves back in 2000. They had a guy named Joe Smith, where they had paid him for 3 consecutive years minimum deals. And then, because they had these bird rights,
Yes.
they gave him a massive contract. And the league went, nope, we're not allowing that.
How do they prove it?
How
do they prove it?
That's the point.
If
Is
it's just
wait, whoa, hold on. What?
When the Timberwolves got dinged for this, they were dinged 5 first-round picks. So the league doesn't play around. Now, they eventually returned 2, so the total penalty ended up being only 3 first-round picks. But the league, if they catch you doing this, they're serious about coming down with the hammer.
Chewy, you just reminded me of the cat from Puss in Boots. Oh, when you reacted to that. Question, though, how do they prove it? Chewy just asked this. To me right now, it's all circumstantial. And I understand that you're going to say playing time, and you're going to say salary, and you're going to say what he was making before, and what would he have gotten on the open market. But, if this was, quote, unquote, and I don't know anything, but if this was a handshake deal and there is no record of said conversations, won't it be hard for the league to prove that even happened? If it did.
Guessing there's records of conversations. Everything's recorded now.
Well, yeah, by our phones.
Yeah.
It feels like if you were going to do this, and again, I don't know that this happened. I'm not saying that this happened, but if you were going to do this, it feels like you would be pretty cautious about the communication, wouldn't you?
You'd like to think so, but, you would think you'd be pretty cautious about a lot of the communications we found out that people were having,
well, then
hey,
they'd be
let's go to Snapchat and have this conversation.
I don't know. They'd be really dumb, especially when it happened to Larry Bird, knowing that what they were doing was a little sneaky. Wouldn't you just?
I mean, yeah, exactly. You want to honor Larry Bird. You don't want to screw over Larry Bird.
Larry had nothing to
Then why is it called the bird law?
No, okay.
Tell me again about how we should trust his instincts.
It's great. No, it's great. I enjoy this.
I don't see a problem with it. Hey, wink, wink.
Yeah, I'll take care of you later.
Yeah.
Stay now.
I mean, a lot of people pay services in cash. I don't know why, but a lot of people do it.
From your understanding.
Yes.
Some people do it.
Yes.
For
You're not
reasons
recording
beyond
this,
you.
are you?
Yeah.
Josh?
And some people move to Florida for more than half the year for other reasons. I don't know why. I mean,
Yeah.
Must be the weather.
What you have to do is you don't stop your mail in Florida.
You just keep it rolling.
Because they track how many days you're in Florida if you're a resident there. And if you stop the mail there, they have questions. Now, that happened to someone I know. Not going to name any names.
Sure.
But we learned from it.
Are they also named after one of the
we
seven
learned
dwarfs?
You learn
it.
from
That's
these other
all
people.
I'm saying.
You learn from these other people.
Yes.
Yeah, technically there's no angry dwarf. It's grumpy dwarf, but I digress.
He's got an angry.
I'm not
Just
angry
wondered-
today.
No. I was wondering if the person you learned it from was another one of your friends with a dwarf name.
Oh, no.
You know, like Doc or,
No.
You got the Blammer. You
Who
got
also goes by
Angry.
Doc, by the way.
No, this was family.
How close a family?
Ah.
But this can be serious. If the NBA comes up with anything, they
Wow,
can.
that is penal.
Yeah. They come down hard
So
on
would
you.
they take the draft picks that they received from Miami?
I doubt they would take those picks. They would take the picks that the Bucks have.
Would the NBA really have the guts to be so restrictive, give such a punishment,
Punitive?
when Kawhi Leonard got unfair deals outside of the salary cap, and we all know it. It's been proven. It's already said and done, but the NBA just continues to kick the can.
That's a really good question.
Technically, that deal hasn't gone through because of the investigation.
Right, but it's been 10 months. And then they opened another investigation, a separate one.
They should just hire Pablo.
He solved it. He told us. The evidence is there. Somebody said under
Regular
oath
Sherlock
it was to
Holmes.
circumvent the cap.
Well, then why wasn't it a red flag when he signed this cheap deal? Why didn't they look at it then and go, this is...
Well, because you can't prove that, because you can take under market values. That's your prerogative. But if you take an under market value to be taken care of later because the team can pay you more once they have your bird rights.
Sure, but why isn't this just as simple as the Bucks no longer have Giannis Antetokounmpo on the roster? They don't have to pay Giannis Antetokounmpo, and therefore they have extra money to spend. And we believe in you, Gary Trent Jr. We think that you are going to be a major cog in this rebuild. Therefore, we're going to reward you financially for it.
Benching him on a team that missed the playoffs last year isn't a great look.
Well, but we've also talked about the competence level of the people in charge. Maybe we just defer to that. If you're John Horst, that feels like a pretty good defense.
Argument, yeah.
Doc was an idiot? That's the defense?
I think Doc said he's an idiot.
That's what I've heard.
Whatever works, man. You can call, what do they call it? Reasonable doubt?
Yeah.
If we can create reasonable doubt here, I think we're
We
in a good
had
spot.
a moron here who was more interested in golfing.
Hey, I'm not a moron, all right?
I'm also not talking about you right now, Larry Bird.
Going with the shaggy defense wasn't me. Wasn't me. That guy's no longer here.
Was
Again,
that wrong?
I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I don't think it's the worst idea we've ever had on this program. 800-990-3776 if you want to weigh in on the Bucks being probed about Gary Trent Jr.'s new contract because apparently it's too different, right? Too egregiously different than his previous two deals with the Milwaukee Bucks. I had no idea it was so punitive. It makes me a little nervous, but again,
should.
Again, as long as there's no record of any conversations taking place that would indict them in this, I think maybe they have a good chance of escaping the probe. Gabe's not as confident.
No,
Look at his
Gabe,
face.
Hold on. The way
It's pretty obvious what happened here, right?
I was going to say the way we've discussed it on this program, we all seem to acknowledge that it was a wink.
I said I don't know what happened. I'm saying, but if it
We're just
did,
building a defense
Your
here.
words and then the words that followed implied there was a different case than what you wanted us to believe.
I'm certainly saying.
I'm
if this is
psychoanalyzing
what-
you like I
That's
did
totally
Chewy
fine.
yesterday.
I have no problem with
I think it snuck
And now
out.
our voice keeps getting higher.
Why are you coming in?
When are we getting to Ass Munch? Because we teased it yesterday. Huh? What? At the end of the show yesterday, I don't know if that's actually the terminology for
Certainly
it.
not.
I don't think
But
that's.
I
don't
wanted
think
to
you
know
can,
then.
I don't think you can say that.
Yeah, I think, Josh, you had to dump that,
did.
right? Yeah. You can't say that.
Then what is the term?
Squeeze ass.
Ah, it's close.
Were you?
Is it because I put the first instead
It's
of
because
second?
one was an action and the other is just a
Yeah,
name.
rhymes with crunch. You can't say that.
Wow, there's a lot more words that you cannot.
It's
like
a
the
phrase.
Well, it's a phrase that you can't say there. You can't say that phrase.
Like if you said Jen was munching on her croissant this morning, you could say that.
I get it now.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Again, instincts.
I can see it in your eyes, pal.
Can we do it next?
No, we're good. You're gonna have to wait. You're getting a 1 segment penalty.
Speaking of
Taking
punitive,
5 first-round picks from you, pal.
We'll take a break here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Roll on after this.
Cold beer, warm summer nights, and the people who matter most. That's the spirit of Yingling Lager. I've got some always ready to go. Had a friend stop over last night. He knew right where to go. Go to the little mini fridge, grab a Yingling Lager, because Yingling Lager has been bringing people together for generations. It's a real American beer. Smooth, rich, right here in Wisconsin. Tailgates, backyard barbecues, fishing trips, ball game. Yingling Lager belongs wherever Americans come together. It's backed by 6 generations of brewing tradition since 1829. Yingling Traditional Lager is a true American original from the oldest brewery in America. Crack open a Yingling Lager, raise a toast to American tradition just like I have all summer long. DJ Yingling sung, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
I-41 southbound, if you're heading on near Mill Road, is a bit of a slowdown this morning. Nothing to slow your morning, though. And northbound on I-41, you're tapping the brakes a few times between North Avenue and a little bit past Capitol. Traffic is brought to you by MoMA. MoMA is the new name connecting trusted local providers like OIW, SMOC, and Innovative Pain, getting you back in action with expert evaluation and innovative treatments provided in their offices, the surgery center, ortho laser, or MOSH. Call or walk in today. Today, smoky, hot, and humid. Smoke disperses in the afternoon. Chances of afternoon pop-up storms, high of 91. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low of 75 degrees. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee, packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Nazir Spencer on 94.5 ESPN.
Every homeowner has a list. That roof, those windows, that bathroom you've been meaning to update. If you've been putting off home improvements, you're not alone. At Exterior Pros and Baths, they help homeowners upgrade their homes with beautiful roofing, siding, windows, doors, gutters, and bathrooms built to last. Right now, save up to $3,000 on your next project. Don't wait until a small problem becomes an expensive one. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com. Exterior Pros and Baths. Done right, built to last.
I started our landscaping company, Brett Ochtenhagen's Seasonal Services, in 1994. We have other businesses, a trucking company, investment properties, and reboard and raise quarter horses. I met Chris from Horicon Bank over 20 years ago, and we really hit it off. A few years back, we made our largest capital commitment ever. Chris understood our vision, supported it, and 5 years later, our annual equipment maintenance costs are down, and our fleet is amazing. Chris and Horicon Bank helped make that happen.
Horicon Bank, together doing good for 130 years. Member FDIC.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Milwaukee Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our doctor-developed, easy-to-follow weight loss program helps you lose weight fast, naturally and safely, and with no drugs or injections with risk of serious side effects, no prepackaged meals, bars, shakes, and no exercising required. Our program helps reset your metabolism so you can keep the weight off for good with a coach for ongoing support. Our program costs up to half as much and works up to twice as fast as most other programs. Go to MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com to schedule your free consultation.
Since January, I've already lost 40 pounds and dropped a couple pant sizes. This program has been simple, safe, and their team has helped me every step of the way. Best of all, it's built to help keep the weight off for good. If you're looking for a weight loss program that works, Milwaukee Weight Loss is it. For a limited time, get $200 off with our summer special. Book your free consultation at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Results may vary.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Jen Latta. I've spent my career around athletes, coaches, and people looking for an edge. That's why I was so impressed when I visited Revival in Brookfield. From kickboxing-inspired fitness, Kaiser cutting-edge performance training, yoga, bar, Pilates, and a suite of recovery experiences that include red light therapy, infrared sauna, cold plunge, and contrast therapy, Revival is redefining fitness and wellness all under one roof. Limited Tier 1 memberships are now available while they last. Schedule a tour today at revivalbrookfield.com.
Summer and baseball go hand in hand, and as a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers, Carbless is helping fans swing into full flavor all season long. Whether you're at the ballpark, tailgating with friends, or catching the game from home, Carbless delivers bold flavor in a convenient canned cocktail that's ready wherever summer takes you. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 100 calories, gluten-free and full of flavor. Carbless. Find your bliss near you at drinkcarbless.com.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
A frickin' catapult attached to his right hip. Like, I just made that up. A catapult.
That was good.
I kind of liked it. I was rolling with it, Rob.
Like a slingshot? Let's figure this out.
I'm calling him old catapult leg from here on out.
On 94.5 ESPN.
I've told you guys about Closets by Design and what they did for my closet in our bedroom, right? Organized. Everything has its place. It just dropped my anxiety so significantly. And maybe you're one of these people who has anxiety about their garage. You pull in, you see the mess, you try to ignore it, or maybe you don't even get to pull into your garage. Maybe you're parking outside because your garage is so overrun with all your stuff. Closets by Design can help. They got custom cabinets to keep everything organized and out of sight, wall storage systems to maximize your space, durable flooring that's built to last. Everything is custom designed around how you specifically use your garage. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution. You can spend less time searching for things. You can park your car in your garage again. You can create a cleaner, more functional space for your hobbies, your projects, and your storage. Right now, you can get 40% off. They also have special financing options. Schedule your free in-home design consultation with Closets by Design right now at closetsbydesign.com. Switching over to your Milwaukee Brewers this morning. Did I see that Pat Murphy is using the word inconsistent to describe the Brewers' first half of the season? He says, I don't think we've underachieved, don't get me wrong, but in the world of the Milwaukee Brewers, which again, we know there's high expectations in, there's an expectation to overachieve. And so Pat Murphy kind of saying the guys were too inconsistent in the first half of the season. We'll see how it goes when they get back on the diamond tonight against Miami to start the unofficial second half of the season. Speaking of your Milwaukee Brewers, we have talked about them potentially going out, getting somebody to bolster the rotation, to bolster the lineup. And then we got the news yesterday that the Nationals are listening to trade offers on James Wood, who is a very impressive young bat for the Nationals. Gabe, your reaction cracked me up as soon as you saw this news yesterday. Share it with the loyal listeners.
I mean, I don't know what the Nationals are doing, right? Like, there's no way can this be true? Can they be they're listening to trade offers on a 23-year-old who is in the middle of making the leap. Like, he was a good player last year, 31 homers, 94 RBI.
He is the second best OPS in baseball.
And he's making the leap.
Uh-huh.
He's got 28 homers at the break.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why would they do this when they have him locked up for...
He's got 4 more years of control.
I had a hard time making sense of it, and then I looked at their farm system, and I realized, they're not going to win even with him and keeping him around. They need to build something because they're so far away.
And trading him now would...
yes.
You would have to give up a haul.
Like, what would the Brewers have to give up to get him? In the farm system.
Probably, Luis Pena, who's their second best prospect. Because I don't think they're trading Made. But they'd have to give up Pena. My guess is 3 or 4 top 100 guys.
Wow.
Because this is a guy you've got for 4 more years of control who's 23 years old.
Yeah.
and has 28 home runs at the break.
Now, I do want to be clear. The president of baseball operations for the Nationals did say that he is not a trade option. And I put that out there, but also recognizing that sometimes they say that, right?
Yes.
Like, so again, this is probably a hypothetical. This is probably not something that is going to come to fruition. But what I found interesting was the interest from Brewers fans and the idea that, wow, what an upgrade that would be if they were to somehow go out and get that. So then it made me wonder, if you're the Brewers, do you knock on the door? Do you kick the tires? Do you make a call and say, hey, not sure if this is true or not, but here's what we have to offer if you were interested in moving this guy, and just see if maybe you can broker a deal, Gabe?
What's the one thing offensively? Because the Brewers, they find ways to score runs, and they're top 5 in Major League Baseball in runs scored. But what's the one thing that they don't have?
Dingers. You owe me a Coke.
Dang, I'm mad that I didn't get in on that. That seems fun.
Some FOMO. Yeah. Some FOMO on the dingers. How about a guy who's got, the 4th most home runs in all of baseball and is 23 years old and is continuing to grow? He leads the league in walks. Yeah, he strikes out a lot. Who cares? Gets on base and hits home runs.
The rest of the team doesn't. You can live with it.
Yep. Yeah. If you got one guy, if the trade-off is one guy striking out a bunch but hitting home runs, I'll live with that trade.
Yeah, that'd be a good future. Pratt.
Yeah.
Tim,
Churio.
Lara,
Yeah.
Churio.
It's one of those deals and one of those players that there's only a handful of teams that even could realistically compete for this. Because the only two paths there are swapping of current MLB young good players or having an absolute depth in your farm system.
Mm-hmm.
The only two ways to get there. And that's probably what is it, down to 4 or 5 teams?
Yeah. Yeah, it's only a handful of teams if this guy is actually available. And I just...
It would
even with the point that you made, Josh, about, their farm system stink, you still don't give up.
I wouldn't.
On a guy like this.
Bad franchises are bad franchises.
For a reason. For a reason.
I mean, we have seen it, obviously, we have talked about this on the NFL side of things, where it's like, why in the world would you give up? Why in the world would you move that guy?
Yeah.
And then...
Why would you not re-sign Saquon Barkley? Why would you not re-sign Xavier McKinney? What do you mean you're trading Micah Parsons?
Yeah.
So basically, honestly... any hope you're clinging to is that they are a buffoon franchise, as we have referred to on this program in the past, and therefore they might make this guy available to rebuild their farm system. The Brewers, obviously, we have talked about, have an incredible farm system. What would you give up, Gabe? I mean, give me some of the names of some of the guys. I mean, we've heard them all, right?
Yeah, I mean, Peña's probably the top one. I mean, he's going to be the star of the package, just because you're not going to, I don't think, include Jesus Mate even in a trade for somebody like James Wood.
I'd listen. One's a proven doing it at the major league level already. There is some value in that, and I know we get super excited about prospects, but a lot of times, how many times have the Brewers traded away a prospect that you never hear from again?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Mate's better than that. They haven't had many best in baseball prospects.
Yes.
And usually those guys net out to be pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Now, is he going to be good, is he as good as James Wood when he's in his 3rd year in the MLB? He might not ever be. He still might be good, starter level guy that you're happy's around, but guys like this have not really. I mean, Matt Holliday's kid hasn't done squat.
Yeah.
He was the biggest thing coming in, and he was a can't miss prospect. So you have to entertain it, but the Brewers have
They're
enough,
so deep.
Right. They don't have to.
You could give up Luis Peña as the star of the package, and that could be a better thing to build around than anybody else can offer. And he's your second best prospect. My guess is they'd probably want another guy like Andrew Fisher.
They probably would, and then one of those other. They've got too much at first base.
Yeah.
There's 2 or 3 guys there that you could make a case for.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care.
Yeah. I don't know how excited people are going to get about him.
Yeah. You'd probably have to give up a pitcher in there, too. I mean, the good news is, though, if this is something that is real, and I cannot emphasize that enough. I don't know if it's real or not. It was just taking social media by storm. There's a report out there that the Red Sox were engaging in talks for Wood. If the Sox are doing it, you got to pick up the phone and you got to see what it would take, because you're one of the few teams that can do it. And this is the type of guy that it would be worth giving up those type of prospects for, and you wouldn't even be mortgaging the future.
No.
because Laura's already up here. Pratt's already up here. Made's going to be coming soon. If you trade 3 guys out of the top 100, you still have 5 guys in the top 100. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's still a very good farm system that you probably feel good about with what you just drafted as well.
Would you rather have him over Skubal?
Yes, because this is long term.
Yeah, I agree.
Skubal's
Not
just
a rental.
It makes more sense. He'll be cheaper. He'll have team control. And then you don't want to talk about going out and getting this guy and trading it. But guess what? When it comes time, and who knows where the Brewers are in that arc, maybe it makes sense to trade him and refigure out the system. It's a down year for whatever reason. You suffer injuries. Guess what? It's going to be just as big of a haul. Well, not just as big. But it's going to be, you're going to get top 100 prospects if you move on from him in 2030.
So to be clear, the Nationals are currently saying that they are not moving James Wood. That is the company line. That is what is being said. However, I agree with Gabe. You make the call. You say, here's the package we could put together. How do you feel about this guy, this guy, this guy? This? And they may say, bleep no, and hang up the phone. Who cares? At least make the call. See if there's any truth to these rumors. See if there's any truth to him being on the trade block, and you make a go at it. You know, you kick the tires on it. You see if it can happen. Let's put it on the Infinity
Exteriors.
Exteriors.
This guy just peppering balls
Twitter
off that
poll.
TMJ sign and right.
Let's put it on the Infinity Exteriors Twitter poll. Refresh your home with roofing, siding, or windows, all backed by a lifetime workmanship warranty. InfinityExteriors.com. If the Nationals were making James Wood available for trades, would you want him on the Brewers, knowing it's going to cost a pretty penny, knowing it is going to cost multiple guys from the farm system, multiple prospects? Let us know, 800-990-3776. I guess we'll get to squeeze ass after this, too.
Sounds good to me.
Stop trying to make magic out of whatever is lurking in your fridge. Let's Screamin' Sicilian handle dinner tonight. Grab the original, load it edge to edge with real cheese, premium topping, or maybe you want to try Screamin' Sicilian breadsticks, warm, cheesy, pull-apart breadsticks that you won't want to share. Each one right now just $5.99. Right, that's right, you heard that. $5.99 at Sendix. More flavor, more cheese, more reasons to make tonight a pizza night. More is Amore with Screamin' Sicilian. Swing by Sendix. Consider dinner handled tonight with Screamin' Sicilian.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN. Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just for you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Hey, baseball fans. When the game's over, keep the fun of the season going at the award-winning Lake Lawn Resort on beautiful Delavan Lake. Trade the bleachers for the shoreline and the always-on-the-go schedule for total lakeside relaxation. Celebrate your own MVP moments with waterfront dining, golf, relaxing spa escapes, and family fun all season long. Just a short drive from Milwaukee, it's your home run getaway. Book your stay today at lakelawnresort.com and come find out for yourself why everything is better at the lake.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
How much time have you spent searching your garage for a tool or a piece of equipment that you know is in there somewhere? Hey, it's Jen Latta from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Closets by Design helps homeowners transform cluttered garages with custom cabinets, wall storage systems, and flooring solutions built around the way you live. I love what they did with my closet, and now I understand why so many homeowners trust them with their garages too. Right now, you can get 40% off and ask them about special financing options. Schedule your free in-home design consultation today at closetsbydesign.com and tell them Jen sent you.
$998 buys you a magnificent diamond solitaire engagement ring at Kessler's.
A solid gold mounting shows off a big, beautiful diamond, 3/4 of a carat.
Glitter, twinkle, sparkle.
This is the definitive diamond solitaire engagement ring.
You can choose a round diamond, radiant, marquise, or oval.
3/4 of a carat. Any shape you want.
Any color of gold you want.
A 1-carat solitaire is just $1,498.
Ask to see the Evermore engagement rings at Kessler's.
You're going to be ecstatic about the color, clarity, and cut of your diamond.
Evermore.
Each of these diamonds was lovingly created in the heart of a miniature star.
Your diamond will remain.
Evermore.
Your diamond was born about the time you fell in love.
You will be in love.
Evermore.
Your diamond has been waiting patiently for you to see it, love it, and choose it.
Don't keep it waiting. Come to Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor, and beer fans, we've got something to cheer about. Michelob Ultra is the official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026. So whether you call it soccer or football, it's time to get your game plan ready as the world's largest soccer tournament returns to the USA. Stop by Discount Liquor to pick up a 12-pack of Michelob Ultra and score a free Michelob Ultra soccer koozie. At Discount Liquor, we stock over 15,000 varieties of beer, wine, spirits, THCA, and non-alcoholic beverages, all at the lowest prices in town. From craft brews to hard-to-find whiskeys, we've got a lineup for you. So don't get caught off sides with an empty fridge. Stop into Discount Liquor and stock up before kickoff. Visit us in Milwaukee on 51st in Oklahoma or in downtown Waukesha at Barstow and Maine.
Discount liquor.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
You can answer the question.
What's the question?
Can the Packers win without Aaron Jones on Sunday?
Yes. Will you stop? You know what he is? He's like the little devil on the shoulder.
On 94.5 ESPN.
By now, you've probably heard about the woman in Florida who received a license plate. Now, see, if this landed in my mailbox,
sure,
I'd have a good chuckle over it. And I'd probably stick it on the big-ass Tahoe. What I always say, my Tahoe with the fat ass, right? And I'd laugh, and it would be funny. But for this 77-year-old woman in Florida, it was not funny. She says she was ballistic. I went ballistic. Her standard issue system-generated plate read squeeze ass. SQZA55. And the fives, they look like S's.
Yeah.
They don't look like fives. They look like S's. So she said that she realized her new tag phonetically spelled out squeeze ass, and she was very angry about it. Now, the reason that this happened, because as I'm sure you guys know, the DMV does a secondary level of scrutiny on personalized plates. If you put a request in for a personalized plate, it's going to go to a human who looks at it and says, well, that's not appropriate. Well, that's not right. And they can deny it then and there. But because this was an auto-generated combination of letters and numbers, it doesn't have that layer of scrutiny. It just gets sent out, and that's how she received squeeze ass. Chew, are you in my camp? If you got the squeeze ass license plate, would you toss it on the truck?
I'd put it on Angie's car.
And then when people are squeezing your wife's ass, what are you going to do then?
Yeah, move it to my car.
And then you're like, go ahead and try.
I wonder where the line is, though.
What do you mean?
For a personalized plate. Like, there's a line here. Is it the same line, you think, Josh? Like what I said earlier that you put me in the penalty box for, could you put that on a plate?
No.
The line,
but you can put Ass Man on a plate.
You can't. That was a TV show.
He's like, don't conflate television with reality.
Did you see how disgusted he was, too, at the implication of that potentially maybe not being real?
I mean, the stuff they say on TV now, you can say the S word.
Okay.
No, you can. I've heard it, Gabe.
He's like, I watch
on
McAfee.
HBO.
No.
It's after 10 p.m.
No, they have it
channels.
on Yukon Gold and X-Men.
Yes, not over-the-air broadcast. It's allowed.
Well, to be fair, I have heard Nick Saban say SH you know what.
Yeah, he's not
And they
supposed
didn't
to.
beat
You can
him?
get in trouble
Game
for
day.
that.
Yeah.
Well, trouble's relative when you're
Well,
Nick Saban.
how does McAfee allowed to use potty mouth?
Because they're not on the radio.
They're not.
If we turned off the radio and went YouTube only, we could say whatever we wanted. You're still doesn't mean you're not responsible for the words you say and people's reaction to them, but you're allowed to do it.
Okay.
Gabe, would you return the squeeze ass plate?
Why don't we play this lady?
Oh, okay. I didn't know we had it. Yeah.
When Nancy Delastrita went to collect her mail, she got quite the surprise, a new license plate with her vehicle registration renewal.
And I looked at it, and I said, I don't think so.
The plate reads SQZ-A55, but from a distance, those 55s can be read as S's. Well, you get the picture. Squeeze blank.
I don't think a woman that lives in a senior community that's going to be 77 years old next month will be driving around with what this plate has to say.
We know
The
what
plates
goes on
become
in the
the talk
villages.
around her retirement community, especially the men. We were with her when she showed it to one of her 89-year-old neighbors.
And this is what I received from the DMV for my new license plate. That's good for 10 years. Good. Good. I'm kind of resigning to it. And I figured maybe it was just destined to be on my car.
Okay, so she recognizes that now she's got her 15 minutes of fame out of it. Maybe, just maybe, it's not the worst thing in the world for your license plate to say
I
that.
feel like I need to correct the report because I'm gonna say those 5s. You don't have to. It's not just a distance where it looks like S's. They've got a pretty good close-up of it, and it's like, yeah, those 5s are just the way that Florida puts their 5s on there.
I love the clip because of the very special boomer tone she takes
I
of
know.
I'm 74 years old, about to turn 75 in a retirement. What does that have to do with anything?
Well, but what she's trying to say is she believes that there's a level of sophistication that comes with being 77, almost 77 years old. And her point is that she doesn't want to be implicated in this nonsense, which, by the way, I would argue nonsense keeps you young, man.
Yeah.
Like having a level of whimsy, I think, contributes to long age. So I would embrace it. You know, it's not like she went out and did it. It came to her. It was a fluke. It happened. I'd laugh about it forever. Now, you can't come up and try to, don't try to do it, okay? Then we got problems. That's assault, brother.
Even though it's not a vanity plate, I can't believe A55 got through the system.
Right, that the automated system does not have parameters
Well,
on
it's
what
not going
to do.
to anymore, right? Thanks to Nancy or whatever her name is. What is her name? What is her name?
I don't know.
And it's not important. Squeeze ass, that's her name.
It is Nancy. I read the article.
Of course it's Nancy.
I mean, it's kind of a flip of the coin there.
What, Karen or Nancy?
I was going to say, I thought it was a
77.
Karen.
Beverly. I mean, I could
77
give you a
years
whole-
old. There's
could give
so
you a
many,
whole
so many
list,
names that
actually.
exist.
Listen, I'm in the camp of I'd keep it. Again, I didn't order it. It wasn't something I did. I didn't create, but it happened, and I'd be like, "Oh, it's funny. It's good. It's a good story. It's a good talking point." You know?
It's funnier that she's old. If it was like a 30-year-old, you'd be like, all right, okay.
I don't want to go through the process of going back to the DMV, getting more plates. I don't know, just throw it on there.
Are you trying to tell me you reach a certain age where you don't want people, grabbing a handful?
Not strangers.
Not
no.
strangers.
I'm not saying strangers should, but I'm saying does she not want a husband or like a male friend or a girlfriend? I don't know. Just kind of, come on. Everybody likes to have their. Does your? You know what? Never mind. You're not going to answer that question.
I'd rather have an open hand instead of a pinch.
No pinch.
Well, squeezing.
Well, squeezing it.
Yeah, a little squeeze.
A goose.
Not
Goose in it.
It doesn't say pinch ass.
That's a good point.
Pinch and squeeze are the same thing.
This does. There's
like
somebody.
ass slap would have been great,
But I also think that it's because the number.
You couldn't fit that on a plate.
I don't think that ASS or A55 would get through the system. I think it's because it's the back end of it that it got through the system.
Have we ever discussed Jim Rutledge's vanity plate?
No. What is it?
I'm going to try really hard to describe this and let you guys figure out why it is. He tried to make a plate that is supposed to say people like me. It's spelled PPLIKME. Write it down.
Well, pee-pee. I mean, I don't have to write it down. I heard the pee-pee.
Well, when you write it down, Jen.
Let me see.
Well, I'm
Don't
guessing
say it.
The like sounds like lick.
I like Milwaukee.
Nope.
Is it
Nope.
lick?
It is lick.
Yeah,
Oh.
PP, yeah, and then M-E.
Yeah.
Why did he think he could double up on the L? He's using the L for the end of the first word and the beginning of the second word. You got to have two L's.
He ran out of
Got
space
it.
because
Yeah,
then how are you going to
only
get
have
to
so
me?
many. Yeah, you only have so many.
He had
so.
to make cuts.
Wait, so he still has this?
Still
plate?
has it.
Does he really?
Yes.
He's not been arrested?
No. And I don't understand.
For what solicitations?
I don't understand.
Seems like an advertisement to me, Jen.
How that got through.
Yes.
Even if his intent,
I understand the
intentions are
intent.
pure. Right.
You write it down and it's clear as day.
Can we just be thankful that the M-E wasn't an E-R? On that
Do you
note,
think that one would sneak through too? Should we? We had the zipper merge thing. Should we have the people from the DMV on to ask, did this slip through the cracks? Did you guys have to ponder this one?
What's the process? Do you guys have a committee meet on Thursdays?
A cooperative member of the DMV staff. I can't even imagine. All right, we got to take a break here on Jen Gabe and Chewy. That is wild. Thank you for sharing that with us, Joshy. That really made my
That turned
morning.
out better than I thought.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
I-41 southbound, if you're heading on near Mill Road, is a bit of a slowdown this morning. Nothing to slow your morning, though. And northbound on I-41, you're tapping the brakes a few times between North Avenue and a little bit past Capitol. Traffic is brought to you by MoMA. MoMA is the new name connecting trusted local providers like OIW, SMOC, and Innovative Pain, getting you back in action with expert evaluation and innovative treatments provided in their offices, the surgery center, ortho laser, or MOSH. Call or walk in today. Today, smoky, hot, and humid. Smoke disperses in the afternoon. Chances of afternoon pop-up storms, high of 91. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low of 75 degrees. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee, packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Nazir Spencer on 94.5 ESPN.
Hi, thanks for calling Uline.
Wait, did the phone even ring?
Nope.
Okay, so you answered before the ring. But now you're going to put me on hold, right?
We don't do that here. We're real people answering the phone, ready to help with your order when you are.
Uline has thousands of quality products for your business and warehouse needs, always in stock, ready to ship same day, and backed by Uline's legendary 24/7 customer service. Uline, we warehouse for you.
Planning a high-level event shouldn't feel overwhelming. I'm Tiara Gomez, founder of Events by Design. For over 25 years, we've helped companies turn complex, high-pressure events into seamless, unforgettable experiences. When trying to engage your team and pull off something meaningful, the details matter. From concept to execution, we design every event so it reflects your vision and delivers real impact. No missed moments, just refined experiences people will remember. Let's start designing today. Search online, Events by Design.
We are the home for all your Brewers coverage. 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamara. Here's Jen Latta.
Lots of reaction rolling into the segment that we just had. If you missed any of that segment, and I sure hope you didn't, but if you did, you can find it wherever you get your podcasts, on ESPN Wisconsin app, etc., etc., etc. I want to get to the comments made by Evan Cohen this morning on Unsportsmanlike. Evan Cohen, who is pretty plugged in, I would say, about the Green Bay Packers. But they've been doing the season of lists, and I know, I see your comments every day, folks. YouTube streamers, Carbless talking texters. You don't like the lists. But we're in the season of lists. It's almost over. There'll be actual training camp to talk about shortly. But for now, we continue to break down and dissect these lists. So I guess the list that Evan Cohen and his unsportsmanlike cohorts were doing this morning was the 5 most overrated NFL teams entering the season. Take a listen to this.
Number 4.
I can't hear again how great a quarterback is and that he should be top 10, and how dare the scouts and executives and GMs leave him off the list of the top 10 with Jeremy Fowler, ESPN.com, and how great a head coach is that we give him a contract extension. That's never won a division together as a partner.
I knew this was
The
coming.
Green Bay Packers are overrated right now. I'm sorry. Micah Parsons is not healthy for the majority of the first half of the season, if not all of it. They're in a division with the Chicago Bears, who were better than them last year. They're in a division with Javonte Lawrence's Detroit Lions, who have been better over the last few years than the Green Bay Packers. This is not to say the Packers can't win the division. It's not to say the Packers can't make noise in the playoffs. It's to say we have anointed this combination QB coach with no evidence of the anointment.
Chew?
Fair. Kind of fair. No? I mean, because a lot of question marks. Offensive line, question mark. Without Micah Parsons for X amount of games to start the season, question mark. 2 cornerbacks, question mark. Not as deep at receiver. Question marks. Running back getting old. Question mark.
But can't you do that with literally every team? You can just run through the North right now. Run through the North. You'll come up with just as many question marks.
I think the Bears should be on this list because I'm not buying them. You know,
how are you going to create more turnovers? Question mark. Defense stunk last year. Question mark.
Yeah.
Quarterback with under 60% completion percentage. Question mark. Got rid of your top receiver. Question mark.
I'm just saying I wouldn't go as hard to the hoop as he did, but I have some questions about this year's team, and the past hasn't been great.
I think the most valid argument, and I don't even know if Evan said this when he was talking about the Packers as the conversation rolled on, is the lack of quote-unquote superstars.
Mm-hmm.
We all believe that Micah Parsons is a superstar. If you believe some of the lists, I know that that's a bad word here, but lists that have come out in the last few weeks, Xavier McKinney is a superstar. Not to the level of Micah Parsons. We're not saying that, but he is considered a top 3 safety in the league according to the most recent ESPN.com list. After that, is Jordan Love a superstar? We believe he can be. We believe he has shown that he can be a superstar. But right now, is he a superstar in the league? I know that's up for debate. And after that, we are hopeful that Christian Watson will be a superstar. We are hopeful that Tucker Kraft will pop and be a superstar in the league. But we do see how some of these teams that have a little bit more success, and I'm talking about playoffs, obviously, have bona fide superstars. Is that enough, Gabe, to question the Packers' ability to get the job done this year?
I think you can have questions. It's just funny to me that a couple of people reacting to Jordan Love not making the top 10 list somehow landed them on them being overrated. Wait, Jordan Love didn't make the top 10 list. Yeah, some people thought he should have, and the way that they did the list for the first time kind of ever seems questionable. The way it's worded doesn't make it seem like there was an actual tie there, so they manufactured the list in order to get Caleb Williams on there. So wouldn't that make Caleb and his team down south a little overrated?
Yeah, and I think they should be. Was he on? Who were the 4 teams on the list?
There was 5 teams. It was Chargers. It was Packers. It was
Vikings.
Cowboys.
Cowboys
were number 1.
Yeah.
This is when I heard this, and I was fully prepared for it to be on the list. This is Evan spending too much time around Packers fans and then thinking there's an outside sense of that actual team. Aside from people that are fans, he does a show every day with Michelle, who has become a Packers fan. He joins weekly, both Jim and Molly, and he joins Wilde and Tausch. So I think he sees it and thinks, wow, these people all overrate them. But then if you look to everyone else, who's pumping up the Packers?
Yeah, but They're always like, 5 to 7 when it comes to odds to
but that's
win the
just
Super Bowl.
because they make the playoffs every year.
But they suck.
Yeah, but they make
suck.
the playoffs.
How many playoff teams are there?
There are 14.
14. So they've lost the last 2 years, which puts them at 13 or 14.
See, to me, this is just
Right?
a product of the expectations,
Right?
too. And I think you're saying the same thing. The expectations for Green Bay is to be a playoff team and win the Super Bowl. We've talked about that.
Correct.
That's not the expectation for every franchise in the league. They would tell you it is. Our goal is to make the playoffs and win the Super Bowl. And you look around and go, really? Because the way that you're doing business doesn't really indicate that. It feels a little lip servicey.
Yeah.
But for the Green Bay Packers, year in and year out, that is actually the goal and the expectation.
And it should be.
And I think that is contributing then to them being considered overrated, because if every year we're saying the goal is this, and they keep falling short of it, then I think it sort of gets mixed up in the, well, clearly they're overrated.
They've underachieved, like I'm saying.
No question.
You lose in the first 2 rounds the last 2 years, and you are the 6th highest rated team to potentially win a Super Bowl. It's not good.
Yeah, until
it's like,
you add
what are
context.
they this year? What are they this year? Joshy, what are they on the list this year?
They're like towards 10th, 11th, I think.
Are they that far down now?
Yeah, because of the Micah injury and people reacting to it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, last year they had the second best odds, and they were on their way to beating the Denver Broncos, who, if they had their quarterback, would have been in the Super Bowl. Like, they were doing all that existed, but then their team was eviscerated by injuries. They lost their biggest players, and then they underachieved. I think they should have beat the Bears. I think they should have been playing the Rams.
Well, you know what? Injuries are like turnovers. It's the same thing. Sometimes you get snake bitten by it, and your injuries are bad.
Course.
And then this next year, you wouldn't expect them to be as bad at important positions. But you got to make hay when the sun shines.
I couldn't agree more. And I think the first year with Jordan Love was a great opportunity squandered. I think that was a massive failure by both the quarterback and the head coach. I think the next year you could add a little context. That team went on to win the Super Bowl pretty easily.
Yeah. And what this translates to me is I don't know if the head coach should be on the hot seat. Not hot, but I mean, if it's another, hey, we're the 7 seed, lose again. There comes a point in time where you got to stop rolling this crap back. You know what I mean? And I've always said, the best GMs in the league, and Ron did it, are the ones that gamble a little bit. If you stand pat and like, okay, as long as we're 8th or 9th to win a Super Bowl, one of these years it's going to happen. Like if I was a GM and I'm rolling the dice.
I think
they just rolled the dice.
I'm saying,
you can't do that every year, man. You can't give up 2 first-round picks to go get a player each and every year. They rolled the dice for Micah, knowing that wasn't just going to be a 1-year thing.
And it's not all
that it's going to be a 2-year, a 2 or 3 or 4-year window, because that's why you trade and sign Micah.
Which is why, again, I think that when you look at Ed Policy bringing back Brian Gutekunst, bringing back Matt LaFleur, he looked around and said these injuries to these key players, to these quote-unquote superstars, is a big reason why the team underachieved, and we're willing to give you guys another shot at it with a potentially, hopefully, cross your fingers, cross your eyes, cross your toes, healthy roster to get the job done. Now, the recovery is going to take a little longer, it seems. Or again, I want to be careful about that, because the recovery for Micah Parsons is actually right on par, on pace, rather. But because we thought maybe he would be back sooner, now there's a level of disappointment that it might take as long as we initially thought it would take for him to come back from this injury. To your point about where they rank, I just popped over to Potawatomi Sportsbook. They are 12th in odds to win the Super Bowl at plus 2,000. Rams, heavy favorites at plus 550. Ravens, Bills, Seahawks, Chiefs, Lions, Chargers, Eagles, 49ers, Patriots, Broncos, all teams in front of Green Bay currently with odds to win the Super Bowl. If you're interested in odds to win the NFC, I could give you that as well. Packers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th in that at plus 1,000, behind the same teams that I mentioned who happen to be in the NFC. So I don't know how you can consider that overrated.
I'm just saying, 16 years since you last won a Super Bowl, it's just too long.
But this regime isn't responsible for all 16 years.
They're going on 8.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They're going on 8, spinning wheels. I mean, they went to 1 NFC championship game.
2.
They did?
Yeah.
No, with this regime. They didn't go to Seattle.
I know.
Who's the other one they went to?
They went to San Francisco in Matt LaFleur's first year, and then they hosted the Tampa Bay Buccaneers the very next year.
Okay.
I can't remember. I know that our parlay, because the Bucks did not make the play-in tournament, but we had the Brewers winning the division, the Packers winning the division, and the Bucks making the play-in tournament as a pretty little parlay that died on arrival. But right now, the Green Bay Packers...
I feel so good about that right now, Jen. Brewers up by 5 games, record amount of wins in the first half.
Yeah.
Bleeping Bucks.
The Lions actually are favored at Potawatomi Sportsbook to win the division at +160, followed by the Packers at +230, followed by the Bears at +310, followed by the Vikings at +525. On today, July whatever it is, I kind of like +230 for the Packers to win the division. Kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
It'll probably stay there at least until we get a little more deeper into the season, so there's no rush for me to pop over there now. But +230 to win the division for this Green Bay Packers team?
I like that. Did you get any action on the Brewers to win the division,
Yep,
like individually?
Yeah,
Okay.
but not
All
a
right.
lot. I think I threw 50 on it.
Doesn't Joshy have a big one? A big bet out there.
No on both
Sorry.
accounts.
It's been a rough one.
People like me. People like me.
Speaking of which.
Oh, he found it. If you're watching the YouTube stream, Joshy just put Jim Rutledge's personalized plate up on the thing. It's way worse when you look at it, man. Because otherwise it's people ick me. You can't double up on the L. You can't expect people reading it to think the L goes with the first word and the second word. That's just unreasonable.
Right, because we've all seen PPL as an abbreviation. So you immediately go towards people.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But then you get the IK, ick. Although people ick me is not the worst thing either. Like, ick.
Yeah.
People ick me. You're using ick as the verb. I was trying to move on. Gabe brought us
you
back.
did a good job. I can't stop laughing, though.
Josh, do you have a big bet placed on the Brewers to win the division?
I do not. I don't know where that came from.
Nor do I. I don't think Richu's going to go well today.
You know what I think he did? He conflated us discussing The Miz and his long odds for Cy Young, which, Jen, you got in at like +1,000?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I sent you guys the bet slip at one point. I guess I could swing through the...
Yeah, there was the number was initially very, very big, and we discussed it while we were doing Weekly Wager. And then after like 3 or 4 starts, it came down significantly, but was still very much plus odds. Now he's an overwhelming favorite.
Well, for some reason, I want to say 17. It was crazy.
I thought it was 1,700 or 1,800.
I think it was 1,700. Does that sound about right?
Sounds about right.
I can't find the slip here. I thought I sent it to you guys in the text chain, but it's not showing up. So yeah, I got 1,700. Do you think that feels good still, or you think that with this load management, maybe resting in the second half, it's going to be tough for him to keep pace?
He still leads the league in ERA and strikeouts and every meaningful statistical category.
What's his
I
record?
feel really good.
What's his record?
10-4?
Okay.
Hold on. 10-4.
But you just said they're skipping his start this series, right? Or this week?
Well, they didn't. So they announced the first 3 starters. He's not going to pitch here against the Marlins. He'll pitch against the Mets, though. Which game against the Mets, who knows? But he'll pitch against the Mets.
Yeah.
Just give him a nice long break, nice extended break.
Take a break here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. We got Richu coming up next.
On a crowded trade show floor, first impressions matter. And Captivate Exhibits knows how to create memorable, custom displays that grab attention and make an impact. I was at Captivate Exhibits last week, 2 weeks ago, whenever it was. to go check out all the things that they do. It's unbelievable. The creative nature that they have inside Captivate exhibits to help you. It's unbelievable what they can do, from custom 3D exhibit designs and fabrication to project management and show services. If you've got a vision, Captivate will design it, build it, and bring it to life. They had a giant claw machine, like a fake claw machine that they just had in their warehouse. I was amazed. And they can do some unbelievable things at Captivate. Captivate knows it's more than a trade show booth. It's an opportunity to make a lasting impression. Get started today. CaptivateExhibits.com.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
Yeah, we got a lot of delays around the area. I-94 South, about less than a mile beyond, ran from College Avenue past that Mitchell interchange. The left lane is closed due to a crash there still, so keep an eye out for that. Those two right lanes are open if you want to merge into those lanes early on. 894 North at Greenfield Avenue, the left lane is still blocked to a crash as well. Doesn't seem to be causing as much a delay as earlier, but still something to keep an eye out for. I-94 East, less than a mile beyond, ran from County F in Waukesha County. Once you hit Redford Avenue, there's going to be the left shoulder is going to be blocked due to a disabled vehicle, causing a lot of backups, so keep an eye out for that as well if you're heading eastbound from the Waukesha County area. Back in the Milwaukee County area, I-94 near American Family Field going both ways are delayed pretty heavily, and I-41 near Capitol Drive also going both ways are a tap on the brakes this morning. Traffic is brought to you by James Imaging Systems, your local document imaging partner, dedicated to helping businesses do business better. Visit jamesimaging.com. Today, smoky, hot, and humid. Smoke disperses in the afternoon. Chances of afternoon pop-up storms, high of 91. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low of 75 degrees. One great day of golf can change lives. Join the Salvation Army Swing Forward, the Kettle Golf Invitational, August 31st. Register your
one place, the Yingling Legends Line. Exclusive insight from Hall of Famers, All-Stars, and Game Changers, all on the Yingling Legends Line.
Brian Braun, I appreciate you joining us here on Kyle and Brust.
But we just wanted to have fun. You know, baseball's a game of failure and adversity. It's such a long season. You want to find ways to enjoy the success when you have good moments.
The Yingling Legends Line. Crack open a Yingling lager and raise a toast to an American tradition. D.G. Yingling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Your brand doesn't need more square footage.
It needs more wow.
When you work with Captivate exhibits, trade show booths become magnets. Lobbies become living stories. Break rooms become culture builders.
Captivate creates experiences people don't just see, they feel.
For more than 30 years, their award-winning team has transformed big ideas into bold brand moments that command attention and drive results.
Stop blending in.
Start captivating.
Visit CaptivateExhibits.com. Every homeowner has a list. That roof, those windows, that bathroom you've been meaning to update. If you've been putting off home improvements, you're not alone. At Exterior Pros and Baths, they help homeowners upgrade their homes with beautiful roofing, siding, windows, doors, gutters, and bathrooms built to last. Right now, save up to $3,000 on your next project. Don't wait until a small problem becomes an expensive one. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com. Exterior Pros and Baths. Done right, built to last.
It's a summer of big wins with WinFest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Just play with your Potawatomi Rewards card for entries and your chance to win cash and reward play all summer long. Then keep the excitement going because all your monthly drawing entries roll over into the WinFest final drawings on September 25th, where you could win cars, dream vacations, free play, and cash. Don't miss out on WinFest only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Commercial payments at Fifth Third Bank combine experience with innovation. Trusted to process more than $17 trillion in payments each year, Fifth Third delivers reliability at scale while continuing to push what's next. Named one of Fortune magazine's most innovative companies, Fifth Third builds secure, efficient, and forward-thinking payment solutions. Because commercial payments require more than consistency. They demand innovation that keeps money moving. That's commercial payments. A Fifth Third better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Ready for a weekend you won't forget? Get to the Brewers Series against the Rockies Friday, July 24th through Sunday the 26th. There's a game for every fan. See a Brewers postgame alumni legends game on Friday. Then collect a Brewers Guess Who giveaway Saturday night, courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. Looking for an unbeatable family day? Join the crew Sunday when the first 5,000 kids get a local artist t-shirt giveaway designed by Unfinished Legacy. Get tickets at brewers.com.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
There's a lot of sodas now that are prebiotic sodas
They
as
don't
well.
work. They're called poop. No, they're really called poop, I think. You buy them on Amazon.
I thought you were going to stop talking.
You got a lot of brust in you. You know that?
On 94.5 ESPN.
We've enjoyed having Professional Construction Inc. help us with our home projects. As you might know, my husband and I are not the most handy people. We can handle the small things, but for the big things, the important things, we always call our friends over at PCI. Why? Because they are a fantastic, skilled team who can handle your next remodeling project, your home addition, or whatever it is you need done. Check them out at professionalconstructioninc.com, professionalconstructioninc.com, and tell them Jen sent you.
Think you know the show better than the average ESPN Milwaukee fan? Now's your chance to prove it. It's time to play The Week in Reach You.
I don't even have to ask you.
Sure.
I already know how you're feeling today, big guy. Josh, he's put together 5 questions of things you've said throughout the course of the week. We quiz you on saying them. You get 3 right, you win. You get 3 wrong, you lose. You ready to go?
Yep.
Question number 1.
Oh, is that the bowling one?
Yes.
Those do nothing for me.
It is, bowling happens to be in it, but has nothing to do with...
Bill Murray and...
What was the name of the movie we discussed that had bowling in it?
Kingpin.
Yeah, Kingpin is the Bill Murray one.
Bill
You kept-
Lebowski. Bill Lebowski.
Bill Romanowski.
Bill Lebowski is hilarious, by the way.
The Big
The
Lebowski.
Big Lebowski. It's the bird thing that's just got me confused.
The funny
today.
thing is, big was a word that we used last segment, remember?
Yeah,
Remember
right.
big
Yeah.
last segment?
Yeah. And Joshy concurred.
He actually denied.
I was trying to help him out.
What a friend. Question number 2.
It's funny, there was a Packer that did the same thing with Lee Rummel.
What funny mistake did a former Packer make?
Oh, the flying over Lake Michigan, thinking it was one of the oceans. So great. Wow, that was a quick flight. Who else did it happen to?
Well, I told the story of the guy that flew in and asked the caddy at Whistling Straits.
Oh, yeah.
Man, it's a great view. What ocean is that? Sir, it's Lake Michigan.
Awesome.
It's Lake Michigan. All right, you're 1-1. Pivotal question number 3.
Why are you ripping on my guy Bob?
I didn't realize Bob was your guy.
Bob
You
Nightingale.
wouldn't know Bob if he came in and sat on your lap.
I know Wink. Yeah.
Didn't even have to ask the question.
Yeah.
And he got it right.
I got his back.
You did.
I did.
I don't know if that's the back you want to have, but you got his back.
I do.
All right. You recovered nicely
Okay.
after a rough start. You just have to get one of the final 2 right to win. We move on to question number 4.
Because I have to remind myself every now and then.
You have to remind yourself to
Yeah.
keep your rage in check.
Whose rage do you need to remind yourself about?
Rage?
Come on.
I
Play it again.
I
Play
have
it again.
rage.
Listen,
Okay. Because I
guys-
have to remind myself every now and then.
you have to remind yourself to
Yeah.
keep your rage in check.
I have no idea. Whose rage? Angie's rage?
There you go.
Oh, okay. Half a point?
I didn't want to say it because I don't want to get in trouble.
He doesn't rage
I was
as
hoping
much.
you would get that right so I wouldn't have to say it, but luckily you stumbled
Yeah.
into it.
Are we giving him the point?
No.
What? Why?
Because he
answered it
gave up already. He waved the white flag. Once you take the knee,
What about
Jen, you can't
him?
go, actually, no, I didn't want me to take the knee. Stop the clock.
Yeah, why
Spike
did
it.
you take the knee? Give yourself a little time, buddy.
Yeah, it was almost too easy. I
Yeah, I thought
overthought
it was
it.
So
Yeah, I
that's how he
overthought it.
got you.
Yeah.
He's like, this is so easy, he's going to overthink it.
Yeah, I did overthink
Take a knee.
it.
That means it comes down to the pivotal question number 5. Whether you win or lose this week in Week in Reach You, Joshy, take it away.
I'm screaming at him. Tell him, knock it off.
Who did you threaten to scream at?
There's no way. I don't even know what.
Who did I threaten to scream at? What day was that? Do you know?
This would have been Wednesday.
Who did I threaten to scream at?
You ultimately did not.
Know. I think I know.
Did I scream at him?
No.
I didn't scream at him.
Correct.
Play it again.
I'm screaming at him. Tell him knock it off.
Jen's trying to communicate by nodding her head if that's helping him at all.
Chewy was looking for a little more than just a nod.
I mean, I suppose I could start whistling a little tune.
Someone who
I can't even
whistled
whistle.
that I screamed
No, there was
at.
no whistling. Good Lord. I was going to go, should I hum a tune or does that count as a clue? See, now you took a knee again. God bless America.
I don't know it. That's not taking a knee. That's fumbling.
The play clock ran out.
Yeah.
He got to play a game.
All right, what is it?
The kids playing baseball in the yard. You
That
threatened to
was-
scream at him, then you went soft and watched him for
That's
45
right.
minutes.
Because I'm so dejected they never came back.
Did you check yesterday, too?
Yes. Yes. You know what I think happened?
They got in trouble from someone else?
Angry drove by and screamed at him.
Well, ask him. Just ask him.
Yeah, I will.
Be like, hey, I had some kids in the front yard. They were playing baseball. I wanted to yell at him, but then I thought this is adorable, and I ended up watching him on the camera for, 2 hours?
I'm going to check one more time today. Yeah. I hope they're back.
Well, you lost this week, big guy.
Well,
Another
I
win for the big
anticipated-
guys.
Yeah, losing.
Stop saying big, okay? From here until the rest of the show, that word is banned.
Are you looking for weight loss options that work? A weight loss option that lasts? That's where Milwaukee Weight Loss comes in. I was ready for more than quick fixes. I wanted something that actually worked and lasted. I'm feeling lighter, more energized, and back to enjoying foods I love while creating healthier habits that actually fit my life. I'm sleeping better, feeling more confident, and noticing changes that keep me motivated every single week. Milwaukee Weight Loss is a doctor-developed, doctor-supervised program designed to help people lose weight safely and naturally, and most importantly, keep it off. Some patients lose 20 to 30 pounds in just a month or two. Many patients lose up to a pound of fat a day. I'm down more than 40 pounds at this point, and I'm feeling the best I have in many years. For a limited time, get $200 off with the Milwaukee Weight Loss Summer Special. Book your free consultation now at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. Or schedule your free consultation today at 262-235-3980. That's 262-235-3980. And when you go there, make sure you tell them that Homer and Josh from ESPN Milwaukee sent you.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
The roads are looking a little bit better than before. I-94 south, a little bit past the Mitchell interchange, the ramp from College Avenue. That left lane was close to a crash. It looks like it seems to be cleared up now, so just keep an eye out for that. If it's not, I-94 east, a little bit past the ramp from County F in Waukesha County. Once you hit Redford Boulevard, you'll see that left shoulder is blocked due to a disabled vehicle. So just keep an eye out for that, as there's a lot of backup going in that direction. And, of course, on I-94 near American Family Field is where most of the delays are. Eastbound, you're on the brakes from General Mitchell to 35th, and westbound backups start before 35th Street and continue to Hawley. I-41 near Capitol Drive is a bit of a delay, but nothing too crazy on their morning commute. Traffic is sponsored by Geist Garage Doors. For over 70 years, Geist Garage Doors has been the local trusted name for garage door sales, service, and repair. Visit GeistDoors.com and don't think twice, call Geist. Today, smoky, hot, and humid. Smoke disperses in the afternoon. Chances of afternoon pop-up storms, high of 91. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low of 75 degrees. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Nazir Spencer on 94.5 ESPN.
At Saturn Lounge, we know if your marketing actually worked, you would know. Your website would perform, not just exist. Your storytelling would inspire, not fall flat. Your integrated campaigns would create impact, not excuses. There'd be no refreshing dashboards, no waiting on a report to explain what happened. It's time to generate quality leads and turn them into customers. Let's make it happen with Saturn Lounge, your marketing partner for clear, measurable results. Visit us today at SaturnLounge.com. When marketing works, it shows.
The biggest sporting event in the world, and a superior light beer to match it. From the pitch to the pour, Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 26. Enjoy Michelob Ultra while watching FIFA World Cup 26 at Zocalo Milwaukee, Social House Menominee Falls, Nomad World Pub Milwaukee, and Three Lions Shorewood. Michelob Ultra, enjoy responsibly. 2026 Anheuser-Busch, Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Looking for your next unforgettable night out in Milwaukee? Step into Upper Bar, where the city lights meet the river's edge and every evening feels like an occasion. Perched above the Milwaukee River with sweeping downtown views, Upper Bar is your stylish escape to the heart of the city. Sip handcrafted cocktails, explore curated wines, and share flavorful bites made for good company. Whether you're meeting friends, starting your night, or just chasing the view, you'll find it all here. Upper Bar, elevated evenings right in the center of it all. Visit upperbarmke.com to learn more.
Hi, it's John Reitz from Great Midwest Bank. When it comes to a home mortgage, we understand you want a simple, stress-free process, great service, and a loan you can feel good about. And for 90 years, that's exactly how we've been doing things at Great Midwest Bank. So if you're thinking about buying, building, renovating, or refinancing, get started at greatmidwestbank.com to find a knowledgeable loan officer and get the peace of mind you deserve. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Most contractors cut corners and disappear when there's a problem. Not us. Since 1997, we've completed over 60,000 projects, earned thousands of 5-star reviews, and were named 2025 Roofing Magazine Contractor of the Year. We set the standard for exterior remodeling. Trusted by homeowners, proven every single day. We're excited to show you why choosing Infinity means peace of mind. Visit infinityexteriors.com to see why your neighbors trust Infinity.
I had nightmares at my birth mom's house. It was really scary living there. There were always drugs in the house. The police came, and that's when I was placed into foster care.
Right now in the U.S., more than 100,000 children, like Ariana, are waiting for a family.
Once I was adopted, I definitely felt safe.
Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find permanent homes for children in foster care. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
It's Friday, and that means it's time to check in with GKB President Craig Karmazin.
Has any market been as consistent where they only have one team than Wisconsin? We know Chicago hasn't been.
No.
Fridays with Mo.
Yeah, but until you win a championship, you can't really say that. And they've had one champion.
Chewy, we're going to just create an AI. The AI Chewy can just bring up championship. We don't even need Chewy.
They've had one championship.
What, it's going to be put like a hologram over there?
Yeah. Craig Karmazin on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy is brought to you by Saturn Lounge, your partner for marketing strategy, creative content, and winning campaigns. From websites to video and everything marketing, visit SaturnLounge.com to tell the world your story.
Craig Karmazin hanging out with us here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Good morning, Craig. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
We're good. A big conversation this week that I'd like to get your opinion on was Jordan Love being left off the ESPN.com top 10 quarterbacks headed into the 2026 season. When you look around the league, do you think that Jordan Love is a top 10 quarterback?
I think he is, but I also think he could be the 13th and he could be the 8th. Like, I looked at the list and at first I was like, he's definitely top 10, but I don't see any huge insult to any of the guys who are in front of him.
Did you see Evan's list? What was that? Overrated?
Overrated teams.
Do you think the Packers are overrated, Craig? He had them at number 4.
I mean, I just don't know how people rate them. I think they overperformed, and then they were hurt last year. So I know I sound like a Packers homer, which I'm not when I say it, but I don't think they are because we haven't seen what they are when they're healthy, and I still think they may have been the best team in the NFC last year when they were healthy, in the regular season. I think the way Seattle played in the postseason, I don't think the Packers were beating them. But in the regular season, I think if the Packers stayed healthy, they probably would have ended up as a 1 seed.
Our chat with Craig Karmazin brought to you by Saturn Lounge. Reach out to Saturn Lounge to tell the world your story. Did you watch Giannis's introductory press conference in Miami yesterday?
I did. I watched all of it.
What was your biggest takeaway?
I thought, and this might be my Bucks-colored glasses that I'm watching it through, but I thought it was interesting when they asked him, did he hope to play the rest of his career in Miami, how he just completely evaded that question. And he talked about wanting some stability for his family, which I know would be really important. But I do think, for whatever reason, maybe it's because LeBron did it, like this feels like it's going to be a 4-year stop or so in the Giannis journey, and this is not where it's ending. And I have no insight, I have no reason to say that other than the way he approached that question yesterday.
Craig joining us on the Yingling guest hotline. Craig, do you understand if there are Bucks fans, people who claim to be Bucks fans, and I'm not saying that they're not, but who also would go out and buy the Giannis Antetokounmpo Heat number 7 jersey in support of Giannis?
Of course, yeah. I don't think this is like, I mean, I'm trying to think when people bought Favre jerseys, Favre Jets jerseys, I don't feel like that was like insulting to the Packers or not supportive. It did feel that way when they bought Favre Vikings jerseys, and Giannis on the Heat is closer to that, like from a conference rival. But I think what Giannis meant to this team, the city, the state, the organization, like I just don't think saying that you're a fan of Giannis means you're not a Bucks fan.
You think LeBron could wind up back in Miami?
Yeah. I mean, I think he could end up a bunch of places. Like, if you think about it, what does he want? And that's what we don't know. Like, if he wants to be the person who's controlling the offense, like he's not going to be that in Philly where they have Maxey and Jaylen Brown and Edgecombe. And he's not going to be that, in Minnesota where they have Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball who are really ball dominant. And same thing in Cleveland where you have 2 ball dominant guards in Donovan Mitchell and assuming James Harden is back. In Miami, you have Giannis who would be ball dominant, but there's no ball dominant guard and there's no ball dominant playmaker. So if LeBron's thing is, hey, I want a good defense around me, and I want the ball in my hands a bunch, and I'm comfortable being in Miami, like, why not? I mean, I have no insight and no inside information on it, but LeBron, knows the game and knows what he wants, and I could totally see that scenario.
Our chat with Craig Carmison brought to you by Saturn Lounge, your partner for marketing strategy, creative content. What did you think about Giannis and his explanation for switching to 7, that he wanted to leave 34 and that legacy behind in Milwaukee and try to build a new one around number 7 in Miami?
So I loved it and thought it was great and respectful. Harper, who was with me at the time, my daughter, thought it was weird that he didn't say the Bucks name at that point, that he was like the previous team I was with. And she was feeling like a little slighted that why didn't he just say Bucks, But I think it's fine, and I think it's great, and I think it kind of, I think for Bucks fans, it, will probably feel a little bit, maybe it'll be a 98% weird with him coming to Fiserv Forum in a Heat jersey instead of 100% weird if he was coming in with the 34 jersey. I still think it's weird that, when you think about the Bucks' most impactful players of the last decade plus, that they both wore jerseys that were worn by guys who arguably could have had their jerseys retired before them, right? You could say that, right? That Chris Middleton's 22 could have been retired for Michael Redd, and Giannis's 34 could have been retired by Ray Allen. So the idea of, the jerseys and, and what those mean to Bucks fans, I know is probably a little weird. And the idea that Bobby Portis, his jersey's already going to be worn by someone else. So I know some people do get very caught up in the numbers, but I do think it shows a level of respect. And I think Bucks fans probably have a small part of appreciation, on that as they look at him. And especially when he walks back in the door, that he won't be walking in wearing 34.
Craig Carmison hanging out with Jen, Gabe, and Chewy this Friday morning. All right, Craig, tell us the truth. If you got the squeeze-ass license plate that Nancy got in Pompano Beach, Florida, by accident, would you keep it or send it back?
So what?
So there was a license plate that a woman in Florida was assigned, and the license plate was SQZ A55.
Okay.
And
she went ballistic, quote unquote, when she received it because she didn't think it was appropriate for a almost 77-year-old woman to have that as her license plate. Meanwhile, her cohorts at the senior home thought it was great, hilarious, said she should keep it. So we were each going around saying whether or not we would keep the squeeze ass license plate.
I'm kind of thinking Angie wouldn't love Chewy having that one, right?
No, she wouldn't like anyone squeezing my ass. I don't know about the plates.
I feel like just as a society, just because the license plate says squeeze ass doesn't mean you can squeeze ass. Like, we all are aware of that, right? We still believe in consent. That's not some sort of permission slip to go around squeezing people's butts.
I don't think that's a thing anymore anyways. Right?
Walking around and squeezing people's butts. I didn't remember that it was.
I don't think it was a thing to begin with.
Craig, have you seen or heard Jim Rutledge's vanity plate? Gabe, if you would.
Are you ready for Rutledge's vanity plate and what it reads?
It's going to be something Packers or Bears.
No,
right?
No, it is not.
We wish it was something Packers or Bears, Craig.
So it is PPLIKME.
That's still
no.
So, to be fair, it is supposed to be people like me. But he's doubling up on the L. He's trying to use the L for people, and he's trying to use the L for like. And I just don't think that anyone reads the license plates that way. So they read the PP, and then they go to LIK,
yeah,
which doesn't say like, by the way. It says something else. And then me.
I went right away to people like me, but that felt a little arrogant. I did secondly kind of play that out in my mind and figure the other one. I'm not sure which one's worse, actually.
This is a fair point by you. Is it worse to be putting people like me on your license plate or pee-pee lick me?
Laugh by Craig. Oh, man.
I just said, thank goodness he wasn't going for people like her, because that would have been a whole nother problem.
Now, if it was the second one you're talking about, are you saying it's addressing the urine directly, or what is the actual message you're trying to get across there?
Oh, I didn't read pee-pee as urine. I read it as the unit.
That's how I read it.
Oh, I was going, okay, yeah, now we're getting here.
Now we're on the same page.
Now I get why the people in the studio were laughing harder than the people on the phone.
Oh, I'm crying.
Okay, Craig. So I don't think you answered the squeeze ass part. Would you keep it or would you return it?
All I know is it makes me think I want some James Wood.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So, yeah, we put it on the poll. Would you be in favor of the Brewers trading for James Wood, even with the astronomical asking price? Currently, the results on the Infinity Exteriors poll are 40% yes, 60% no. Craig, thanks for hanging out with us this morning. Have a great Friday. We'll talk to you again soon.
All right, thanks, y'all.
Whew.
We made it. Almost.
Abdominals are aching from
And then you said wood, and I'm like, this is just like, we need to go home.
And we will in a few minutes. Go ahead, Gabe.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin believes shopping for new windows and doors should never include haggling. They stick with that. They stick to straightforward pricing, honest conversations, helping homeowners find the right fit for their home. They never use high-pressure sales tactics. That's why I love my front door. New front door, got it last fall, great through the winter, great right now. As the heat continues outside, I keep that cool air inside with that front door from Pella Windows and Doors. Plus, when you buy direct through Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the same team that manufactures your windows and doors also sells, installs, and services them. Real pricing, premium quality. Yeah, that front door is great. And no game. Schedule a free in-home consultation today. PellaWI.com.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN. Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee. All day, every day. The Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
We're not trying to get from A to B. We're trying to get from A to SB, as in the Super Bowl.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more.
It's time now for the Sewer Ninjas Minute of the Day. Featuring helpful tips to protect your home and prevent costly repairs by staying one step ahead of sewer problems. From your local experts at Sewer Ninjas.
If you own an older home, especially before 1980, or you're thinking about buying one, there's one inspection you should never skip: the sewer inspection. Many sewer lines installed decades ago were made from clay or cast iron and can deteriorate over time. A simple camera inspection can identify roots, cracks, or deterioration long before sewage backs up in your basement, which is the responsibility of the homeowner and not the city. I'm Jordan with Sewer Ninjas. Locally owned, Wisconsin proud, and here to help you protect your home.
This has been the Sewer Ninjas Minute of the Day, helping Wisconsin homeowners stay ahead of costly sewer problems, 1 minute at a time. Learn more today at sewerninjas.com.
This summer, escape to Lake Lawn Resort, where lake life meets resort luxury. Nestled along the shores of beautiful Delavan Lake, Lake Lawn is the perfect destination for a weekend getaway, family vacation, or even a few days to simply unplug and recharge. Enjoy boating and water sports, lakeside golf at Majestic Oaks, relaxing spa treatments, exceptional dining, and breathtaking sunsets along 2 miles of shoreline. Whether you're looking for adventure on the water or a quiet lakeside retreat, the perfect Wisconsin summer is waiting at Lake Lawn Resort. Visit lakelawnresort.com to book your stay today.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
Don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geist today. For 70 years, Geist has been the trusted garage door authority in Wisconsin. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to get your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to geistdoors.com. That's GEIS doors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield, featuring hundreds of doors and openers and their custom design room.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
No matter what business you're in, as the #1 SBA lender in Wisconsin, Summit Credit Union helps your vision take shape with loan programs, great rates, and strategic solutions.
Awarded the #1 SBA lender by the Small Business Administration of Wisconsin in 2025.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I just figured if I got the yellow ones from Mexico, I could slip those in without her. Did you know the Viagra in Mexico is yellow?
Had no idea.
Yeah.
Wait, can you just paint it? You just drop it in a little food coloring?
You probably could, like an egg. I'm going to try that.
Easter has a new meaning in the Chimera household.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Looking for your next unforgettable night out in Milwaukee? Step into Upper Bar, where city lights meet the river's edge and everything feels like an occasion. Handcrafted cocktails, curated wines, blissful bites made for good company. Whether you're starting your night or chasing the view, you'll find it at Upper Bar. Elevated evenings in the center of it all. Visit upperbarmke.com to learn more.
World Cup third place game tomorrow, France and England. The championship, Spain and Argentina, Sunday at 2 o'clock at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Spain is the favorite, plus 125 over Argentina, but Messi trying to cement himself as the GOAT. The soccer update brought to you by our friends at Discount Liquor.
This is an eventful day here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. If you missed any of it, you can find it on your ESPN Wisconsin app. Wilde and Tausch is coming up next right here on 94.5 ESPN.
Roads are looking a little bit better